Ladies and gentlemen, welcome and good evening for the fourth round of the S.R.O.C GT Sprint Series, this time from Spa Francorchamps in Belgium. We will have Matthias De Haan starting from pole, followed by Suominen, and Peter Miller is in third. We will have a few more entries than we normally have here today, since we're consisting out of 16 drivers today, and we will await the start of this first race of today. Today's round will consist out of 2 rounds, and while we wait for everyone to grid up, the lights will soon turn green. Here we go, the drivers are revving up, waiting for the lights to go to green, and we're off! It's a very good start made by De Haan. He's going up first through a Rouge in a second, being followed by Suominen and Peter Miller, who are side by side fighting for P2 at the moment. Nick Decker is followed by Hogendijk in the yellow Ferrari with Fredig just on his heels. They're trying to take advantage of the slipstream of Hogendijk and trying to get around before the straight ends and to have a good entry. And the following corners will start. Hogendijk breaks late, retains his position, no, doesn't lose it, back again to Frelick, which had also a great start there. Nicky Decker going outside by Hogendijk, being followed by the BMW of Tegelaar. Seeing Enderman is making a move on Goossen. It's a nice race today, so visibility will be far less than normal for the drivers. And we can immediately see what a full grid can do for these drivers. It's getting a lot more hectic in the starting opening lap. You see Enderman going inside here, trying to take Frelick, and he does. Hasn't gotten rid of Frelick yet. Now he does. Enderman has passed Frelick for P7 and will make a way towards Damon Tegelaar. I see here in the middle of the pack, Alex Mas has made his return after missing the races in Interlagos. He will try to make up the last points. Here we see a lot of the new entries. We have Jacobs in his Audi, Goossens in his purple BMW, followed by Wojciech, excuse me if I pronounce his name all wrong, and Lavi as well, followed by Frederick Akoven, one of the members of the S.R.O.C. And we see Jacobs closing in on Frelick here in La Source, while the drivers head up again for another lap here on Spa Francorchamps. We will have 11 laps here today, excuse me. So we have relative short races here. The second race won't have a reversed grid. That's what normally happens here in this series, but not today. So the drivers have ample opportunity here to maximize their points, especially the more quicker ones. Frelick is still gaining his sweet time on Enderman. Tegelaar is holding up the group behind him a little bit, not too much. Alex Mas meanwhile on the inside of Tony Jacobs and has passed him for P9. Alex Mas closing in on Frelick as well, so Frelick has to watch out he won't get past in the upcoming corners. Well, Enderman takes a little peek in the inside at Tegelaar, and we will see what happens now here. Enderman does not try to pass yet. These two drivers are very close to each other. Frelick runs a little bit wide there. Lost a little bit of momentum there, has to keep up with the rest. And even Alex Mas is under pressure by Jacobs at the moment. But Kowiak is closing in as well. So we'll have a very compact group here of 6-7 drivers here. 6 drivers. It's a battle for P5 at the moment. It's very tense. Here comes the bus stop chicane, or at least the old bus stop chicane. Oh, and Tony Jacobs goes on the inside of Alex Mas, but Alex Mas has a better exit, but Tim Stigler spins out. But Kowiak runs wide. It's 3 wide here on the straight. Jacobs, Mas and Frelick going to S.R.O.C, going into it now. And Jacobs and Mas have the better exit there. But Kowiak goes wide again, ends up behind Frelick. We'll have opportunity here to make use of the draft in a Rouge, and maybe at the end of the long straight here to get back in position. Well, Eekhoven is closing in on Goossen, is picking the inside, will probably make it, as well as Frelick. And Simon Frelick has passed here. Kowiak still on the attack though, tries to counter him, couple corners. Eekhoven has passed Goossen successfully as well. Will resume his chase for the top 10. Oh, but Kowiak spins into Simon Frelick, has too much speed there and hits the wall on the inside of the barrier. And we continue on here with Goossen just right behind him, Eekhoven. And let's see if Goossen can keep up with the Belgium right in front of him. Goossen also a new entry here today. His first time racing with the S.R.O.C group in the sprint series. Is losing a little bit of terrain in regards to Van Eekhoven, but Van Eekhoven is on Frelick still. Frelick seems to have a lot of trouble here in this opening phase of the race. Doesn't seem to have the speed yet back in the arms. While Mas is trying a move on the inside on Enderman, as well as with Tony Jacobs. They both pass Enderman. They both advance place. And Hogendijk is closing in on Enderman as well. The Rector has missed that action, but we were right on time for that last moment move. Tegelaar seems to have a few connection problems. Here we see the headlights. A lot of cars heading on to the next corners. With a little mistake there. Hogendijk as well. Tony Jacobs has set his sights on Alex Mas, is following him very closely. Seems a little bit more aggressive than Mas on his trajectories, while Enderman and Hogendijk are pressing on, and they go wide once again. Have to watch out, they won't lose too much time by doing so. But this both Audis seem to have more speed compared to those BMWs and Ferraris at the moment. Let's see if Enderman and Hogendijk can make up time once the race progresses. We're still in lap 4. De Heen is relatively easy driving around in first position. Hasn't given away P1 up until so far. Now we see Riley and Rotkowiak in the pits, probably repairing damage they've made during the races, especially with Kobiak by that hard spin into the barrier. Frelick still following Van Aken, coming out of the bus stop chicane. Tim Jacobs as well, same story, still behind Maas going into the source. Can't try anything yet, it's too far. Seems to close in here with the exit. The source, you can see. Can make use of that right now. Hang up, or hang in there with Alex Maas on a Rouge without lifting too much. And to keep that momentum going onto the long straight. We see Jacobs driving hard over those curves there, trying to get every inch out of there. And we might see an attack here. Jacobs is very close behind Maas. Let's see if Alex Maas can keep Tony Jacobs behind him, and he does for now at least. These two drivers are 3/10 removed from each other, barely. Small mistake can cost you at the moment. Tony Jacobs is very alert there. Alex Maas has a little delayed exit there. It's good of Jacobs not to drive into him there. This is where Alex Maas seems to have a little bit more advantage of those fast rolling corners there. Might be the experience. Sorimas also entered the race. He started from the pits as a late entry today. Didn't qualify. He's 3 laps behind the rest. We'll try to regain some time during the race. Well, Frederick even goes wide. He's behind Hoevendijk and went very wide there at the moment. Needs to be alert that Frelick doesn't creep into his rear spoiler there. You see the guys braking hard there for last source. The slow right corner. Heading up to start finish today. While off screen we can see Nicky Decker closing up to Peter Miller. See, there's not a lot of speed differences between the Ferraris and Mercedes on the long straights after a Rouge. But we can be sure Van Aken is giving it his all here on Belgian soil. Oh, and Jacobs is spun out. We see Tony Jacobs has lost control of his car, and that is a shame for the young driver. He seems to head into the pits to repair his damages, and that's probably not a good sign for him right there. I don't know if we'll be able to return this race. Let's hope we can, but that is very unfortunate there. Losing his P6. We'll return here with Aken and Hoevendijk. Hoevendijk doing an excellent job keeping the young Belgian behind him. Also Hoevendijk having his S.R.O.C GT Sprint Series debut tonight. to head up straight to finish their 6th lap of the race. Well, they're more or less 19 seconds behind the leader. Going up Eau Rouge, they're on board with Van Eekhoven, following Hoevendijk. And we're back with Nicky Decker following Peter Miller, and Alex Mas is not far behind him. We still have to watch out Alex Mas won't recover all his lost time at the start. Let's see Nicky Decker giving his all. But he has made up quite some time. Getting very close to Peter Miller. Let's see if we can keep up. And here the free go. It's going to be a close battle here for free. Alex seems to be quicker than the two in front of him. It's slowly, he's not far behind. So it's still possible. It's only the 8th lap, still free to go. These guys have to be careful. Every little mistake can be crucial. We've seen Peter Miller already taking a bit more of a defensive line there, trying to cover up the inside, trying to prevent Nicky Decker trying to move there. Alex Mas has come very close to Decker, in fact. He might make a move. Oh, Nicky Decker here on the outside. Nicky Decker thought of covering up the inside there. Does it very well. Alex Mas trying the outside again, takes a little peek. Nicky Decker fends him still off. You can see the difference in exit. Alex Mas is getting very close to Nicky Decker, tries to not touch him there. On the outside again. Let's see if we can bring more speed around this off track. Nicky Decker still on the inside there. And Alex Mas goes off track again. Rejoins the track there and gains a position there on Nicky Decker. Race control will determine if that's a legal move there at the end of the race, or at the end of the round, I would say. Alex Mas is fired up and wants to get the P3. Already has pulled the gap to Nicky Decker. Seem to be able to keep up here on these long straights. Audi seems to have a little bit more power compared to Mercedes. And Peter Miller has to make a run for it if he wants to keep that podium alive. And the three are getting closer to Suominen. This little group of drivers might not end in the positions they're driving in at the moment. It's a very nice turn in. Here we see repairs made in pits while we follow Van Eekhoven again. He's gotten around Hoevendijk, it seems. Hoevendijk following Van Eekhoven. And Alex Mas has reached Peter Miller's rear spoiler. The drivers are on the long straight. Oh, excuse me, they're not. There they are. And the straight leading up to. Bus stop chicane in a second. Alex Mas try it. Once the corner's hit, at least the chicane does. He's taking position behind Peter Miller. Chooses the right side, gets blocked off by Peter Miller there. Who has a great line there going through that corner. Doesn't seem to hurt him very much, but has lost some significant feet there in comparison to Miller. Well, we have lost a visual here. Alex Mas still behind Peter Miller, going on to Formula 1 straight. But here comes S.R.O.C. Mas throws it up into the inside and passes Peter Miller for P3. Peter Miller falls back to P4. Alex Mas comes up third, and this is really a lap 10 now. Let's see if Peter Miller can keep close to Alex Mas. Tried to get the draft working for him. And you see Alex Mas closing off the inside line completely there. Stuck up to the white line there. Peter Miller has to try something on the outside. Will he make that? Since these corners will be a right-left combination. No, he won't make it in the first corner, maybe in the second with a better exit. No, it does not. Alex Mas still P3. Pulls away there. Good job there. Let's see if Peter Miller can reposition himself behind Alex Mas, or if he has to give up his pursuit at the moment. He does seem to have lost a lot of time there in the middle sector of the track. Peter Miller doesn't seem to be able to keep up. This incredible speed there. Followed by Eekhoven. See the gyration service is optimal at the moment. They're sorry for the inconvenience, but sometimes I have. Closing on an Enderman. This is all for P6. And let's see if Van Eekhoven has a late braking action to place his car right behind Enderman here on the first. Oh, and Enderman goes wide. Enderman goes wide in bus stop chicane. Cuts off the second part of it and might let Van Eekhoven pass him for P6, and he does. Van Eekhoven takes P6 away from Enderman after having a mistake. Having made a mistake in the bus stop chicane, excuse me. But Enderman isn't beat yet, I believe. Well, we have entered the last lap for most of us. Matthias de Heen comfortably in P1, followed by Suominen with Alex Mas 2 seconds behind him. And Enderman seems a little bit far away here for any move here, even though Van Eekhoven is doing some crazy moves here on the straight. Doesn't seem to bother Enderman that much, even though he has gotten a little bit closer here in the right-left combination. Enderman hasn't given up on that P6 yet. He's getting very close to Van Aken again. Oh, runs a little bit wide there, but has enough speed to place his car right behind him. Seems like Enderman is having trouble with the late brakes. You see the green Ferrari of Suominen in second place. And followed by Enderman. He's getting a little bit nervous there, I believe. And here we have Matthias de Heen with the first race win here in Belgium at Spa-Francorchamps almost. He has one corner to go here, and that's S.R.O.C before he can claim the win. It's been an impeccable race by him today. He's led from start to finish. And here he comes through S.R.O.C on to start finish. And de Heen wins race 1 of Spa-Francorchamps in the S.R.O.C GT3 Sprint Series. And let's see who takes P2. It's Suominen for P2, Alex Mas for P3, and Peter Miller finishes 4th ahead of Nick Decker, who ends up in 5th. Van Aken is in P6, followed by Enderman on P7. The yellow Ferrari, driven by Hoevendijk, finishes in 8th, and Frelick comes in P9. Well, Tegelaar rounds up the top 10 here in his BMW. Very nice race. We haven't seen him much on camera today, but he finishes in the top 10 here at Spa-Francorchamps, and Goossen finishes in P11. And while we wait for Tegelaar and Solina to finish their laps, we will prepare for race 2. Again, race 2 won't have a reversed grid this time. We will start race 2 just how race 1 is finished. And we will see what the drivers can do the next race. Congratulations to Tegelaar for finishing his first race as well here tonight. It's P12. And Solima with a few laps behind the rest with his late entry will be enthusiastic to start race 2.